What is up, guys? Ted Divman here bringing another exciting battle. This is actually an Ubers game by the head of Sarah X Shadow Monster, and it was a pretty fun game actually. And she is not the best at competitive battling, but she's learning very slow. She's learning at a pretty nice progressive pace. So if I see any hate comments, I'm gonna wreck your faces off because it's not right, it's not fair. But I probably will note some pointy, some things as I move my camera because I'm comfortable, but. Probably lead with my Deoxys speed because it's here to, set up with hazards and stuff. But without further ado, let's get this battle started. And, yeah, we have the Wonder Launcher on, but it doesn't really matter. We never use it in the game, and I didn't really care anyway. So, I'm going to lead with my Deoxys, and she's going to lead off with her Zekrom. We don't know what kind of Zekrom it is. It could be Scarfed, but, since I have a Focus Sash, I'm not really concerned about what it does. I can, I think my plan was I just wanted to Ice Beam this thing straight away, just because it's a big threat, and it could really use some damage being dealt on it. But she's going to withdraw first turn. It goes into her Zap Plate Arceus, and as I go, go for the Ice Beam, does pretty much nothing to it, and that's fine. This next turn I just set up my Stealth Rocks because I don't expect this thing to do too much to me. But then she pulls out the Perish Song, and I'm like, whoa, Perish Song and Arceus, holy crap, didn't see that coming. But I didn't really want to deal with any of its crazy shenanigans, so I think I just withdraw here. And what do I go into? I go into my Giratina. And Giratina, the Revenge of the Origin Form, that is the power of Giratina. As she goes for Hyper Beam, and I'm like, well, that's not going to do much, because I'm a ghost. So she's going to withdraw, and now she's going to go to her Zekrom, which was a big mistake, because Giratina does not play games. Giratina wrecks everything. And it's just because it's a monster, and that's why I'm going to go straight for that Stab Draco Meteor. And that Stab boosted, it's Gracious Orb boosted, since it's the only item that Origin Form Giratina can hold. And that Zekrom is going to get demolished by that. Get out of here, Zekrom. As much as I love Zekrom, down you go to a Stab, Crit, and oh my goodness, that damage was pretty intense. So yeah. This Giratina actually has max attack and max special attack of a lonely nature. Now she's going to bring out the Shaman. I'm not really scared of this thing. I doubt it'll have the HP Ice. And she just goes for the Air Slash, which is kind of dangerous due to the fact that it probably, it's got Serene Gray, so I could flinch a lot. Luckily, she doesn't get a flinch, and I go for the Stab Dragon Tail, which is also boosted by the Gracious Orb. And it's going to force her out, getting able to get more Stealth Rock damage on her, which is really nice. And now she ends up going to her Altered Form Giratina, which is the more defensive of the two. And I know a Draco's not going to kill, especially after the -2. So I'm going to go on to my Deoxys. Pretty much to serve as Death Fodder, but this is where some interesting plays happened. And she's going to withdraw straight away. I believe she goes into her Groudon here. Yes, she does. And this Groudon confused me a little bit, just because, well, yeah, it's got an interesting moveset. And I could definitely understand why you want to use fire moves on a Groudon, but if you're going to run a fire move, you've got to use Fire Punch, just because it's taking advantage of that higher attack stat. I go for the Taunt because I'm expecting Stealth Rock, to be perfectly honest. I'm expecting Stealth Rock or Thunder Wave from this thing. But she pulls out the Eruption. I'm like, whoa, Eruption, oh, God, that's going to suck. I mean, like in this situation, it's great, because it's going to completely catch me off guard. It's going to bring my Deoxys all the way down to its Sash. But in most other circumstances, it's usually not worth the move slot, and typically Fire Punch is more useful. So I just decided, leaving it in this Death Fodder, I was going to go for the layer of Spikes, and now she's going to set out use Fire Blast, and I'm like, wait, what? And I'm just like, well, that kind of sucks that you missed. And then she goes for it again, and she misses again, and I'm just like, I know that feeling. I've had so many games where Fire Blast has missed like every single turn. And she's actually going to just switch out again, which really puzzled me. She's going to go into her Shaman, and that's going to hit more Stealth Rock damage. And I'm going to get all my laser spikes up, which is pretty darn awesome. So, Deoxys did all its work, and I'm just going to take out the Shaman with an Ice Beam. So, that's pretty awesome. So, down goes that Shaman, and Deoxys hanging on to a thread, but still doing quite a bit of work. So, but now she's going to set out a humongous threat in the form of Reshiram, and I'm like, well, shoot, this thing's going to cause some problems. But I decided that I think I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam straight away. But look at all that damage that it took from hazards. Holy crap, did about half to it. And I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam. And it's going to do a decent amount of damage. I think I might have max special attack on this thing, but she's going to go for the blue flare. If I would have the safer play, we'll go into maybe for a Dragon Pulse or a Fusion Flare. Luckily, she does hit it, and I get smashed by that awesome animation. So down goes my Deoxys, which is fine. Don't really care too much. And now I apologize, but out comes my Giratina, because Giratina is a boss, and I let ashore that I have Earthquake, because it's actually in the Smogon set, and it's actually a really good coverage move for Origin Giratina to have. So down goes that Reshiram without me having to resort to my Draco Meteor. My other move on this set is Priority, that is in the form of Shadow Sneak, which is a great move to have on it. Out comes the Origin form Giratina. I'm just going to be like, screw you, I've got Draco Meteor. Get your high defenses out of here, because you're going to get smashed in the face. That's awesome. Grr. Grr. Yeah, grr. 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 I'm just doing random stuff, but who cares? Down it goes, and yeah, Giratina is putting in so much work this game. It's just, so powerful. But now out comes her Groudon, and I'm like, well, what do I do against this thing? I really don't know what its other two moves are, but look at all that damage it takes in the hazards, jeez. But I'm going to withdraw, and I believe I go into my Kyogre here, just because I'm kind of expecting the fire move. I don't know why, but I'm just expecting it. And I'm going to go for, just going to bring out my Scarf Kyogre and get that rain up, which is great. And she's going to go for another Eruption. And that is going to do very, 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 very little damage to my Kyogre, just because it's raining, it's not stab, and yeah, Kyogre's got a great social defense. So, yeah, Kyogre, doing work. Probably the #1 Pokemon for a reason, just because it has so much power. Going to go for the Stab Water Spout, because it's going to destroy anything that tries to come in. And yeah, down goes that Groudon. So now that I'm in free control of the weather, and I can pretty much just finish her off right now with a Water Spout, but I decided to play a little game just because I feel like it. And she brings up the Zap Plate Arceus, and it's going to take a boatload of damage from hazards and stuff. And, I got to end this in style. And, why not another job of bringing my Rayquaza in here? And for those who don't know, Rayquaza has now access to V-Create. Many people forget that, and they don't really use it. And she's going to go for the Hyper Beam, which is into a pretty nice chunk of my Rayquaza, but it's not stab since she's using the Zap Plate, and it's not going to do half to me. But why not end the game with a banded V-Create? Just because, boom, V-Create's awesome. And Rayquaza got the attack from an event in Japan, and it is perfectly legal, so I don't want to hear any bashing for that, but wanted to end the game in style. What better way to end it with a V-Create? So guys, that'll be the game. Check her out. She's pretty cool. She's got a lot of trading card stuff, and she uploads a couple battles, and she's progressively getting better. So, pretty good game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, sub. I'll leave her channel in the description. Check her out. She deserves a sub. So, talk to you later, guys.